Matt. After further review, the Patriots, they win again. 9th straight win now. They're 10-2, number 1 seed in the AFC. All is well, right? I don't know. That win on Sunday against the Bengals starting to show their cracks a little bit. What concerns you the most about the Patriots right now?
It's got to be the offensive line and the injuries. Seeing Will Campbell go down, seeing Jared Wilson go down. Teams are never going to be totally up front with where they're at as far as health goes, but we're hearing maybe it's not as serious with Will Campbell as maybe the long faces after that game in the locker room showed. It's not a group that was deep before these injuries, so that's got to be number one.
No question. It's getting real now for the Patriots. They, escaped pretty much unscathed the first 2.5 months of the season. Just tremendous injury luck across the board. And there's no way that was going to continue. And it's starting to hit them now. You mentioned pretty much the left side of the line is going to be out. Sounds like at least a few weeks between Will Campbell and Jared Wilson. But I think ultimately, they got good news that Will Campbell's probably not out for the season with what appears to be a sprained MCL. And then Milton Williams along the defensive line. Injuries are definitely starting to add up right now. But honestly, that kind of leads me to what I'm really more concerned about, and that's just in the trenches. They're losing the fight. I mean, that goal line offense on Sunday in Cincinnati, that was pathetic. They had 7 cracks from the 1-yard line and couldn't punch the ball across. And then let's not forget the defensive line as well. That's 2 straight games now. The Patriots' opponent has averaged over 5 yards per carry against them. So a team, my worry, Matt, is that maybe they peaked a little bit too early and that they're starting to run out of steam, because when you can't punch the ball across from the 1-yard line and you can't stop the run, that is not a good sign as we're heading into the stretch run here.
Yeah, and if you're going to lose the battle up front, then you're hoping for a defense that is disruptive too. That you look at the turnovers that they've forced in the last few games. You had the Jets being the Jets, and then you had Joe Flacco staring down a receiver and giving a gift to the Patriots for a pick six. Maybe that turns around, maybe that's situational luck, but it's not a great feeling when you're looking up front and you're seeing Vidarian Lowe in there again for a lot of this start of the stretch run here.
Yeah, but you know what? Like, injuries are something that every team is dealing with right now. Find me an NFL team that has all 22 of their starters available this time of the season. So the Patriots, you know what? As long as Drake May isn't the guy who's getting hurt, I think they're going to be able to move along. And eventually, one of these weeks, they're going to play a team that is for real and can play for 60 minutes. I think what we saw on Sunday in Cincinnati, Matt, is how the Patriots, if they're going to lose in the playoffs, this is what's going to happen. It's because they can't control the line of scrimmage. It's because they can't stop the run. And frankly, the pass rush, too, has not been very solid. They didn't get any pressure on Joe Flacco for much of the day, and really let the Bengals hang around a lot longer than they should have. So, they've benefited certainly from having one of the easiest schedules in the NFL, and the easy games are going to keep rolling here with the Giants coming up. But I think what we saw is how the Patriots are going to get defeated if it gets to that point in the playoffs.
Yeah, let the Bengals hang around, but also let them into the game early. The allowing points right off the bat, that's going to come back to bite you in the playoffs. You have to think. Not a way to have a long playoff run if you're going to be allowing points early. So the hope, obviously, Drake May making plays all over the field, middle of the field, long distance. So I think he's the hope right now for the Patriots.